I'm so excited about today's holiday health challenge, not just because I'm getting to sit by my fireplace on a cloudy, yucky day in a comfy flannel shirt, just kind of ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas, but also because we're talking about stress management. You have already prepared and planned to prevent some stress, but inevitably there's going to be something stressful. And today we've got 8 ways to manage your stress. The first 3 are about dealing with the stress in the moment. Then we have 2 that are used for managing in the moment or for helping long term. And then another 3 that are for looking at stress management over time. If I get a little comfortable talking about stress management and start rocking in the rocking chair, pardon me. All right, let's dive into this. Number 1, remember the word all. A-L-L. A is for awareness. Right now, take a moment and feel in your body what you feel. Is there a tightness in your stomach? Is there tension in your neck or shoulders? Is there your quads maybe tightened up? Or is everything relaxed and loose? What are some of the sensations in your mind? Is it racing? Is it calm? Get a sense of what it feels like in your body to be calm and what's it like in your body to be stressed. Then, in the moment, recognize, be aware of how does my body feel? If you notice an awareness that, oh, something's tightened up, that's a signal something's off. So then you go to the L, which is to label it. Sometimes that helps us to distance ourselves and not identify so much with an emotion and what's going on if we label it. And we can say, oh, this is frustration, or this is feeling rushed, or this is frustrated boredom, or whatever label that you might want to give it. Or it's, I am outdone with the kids, or I am outdone with the in-laws. Whatever label you want to give it. And then the second L is let it go. As much as you can. There are absolutely no ways, unless someone has really trained in this for years, to go, oh, this is such and such, I just need to let it go, and poof, it's gone. But train yourself to shift your mind in that moment. Train yourself to say, I'm going to think about a fireplace. I'm going to think about a walk in the park. I'm going to think about something other than what I'm experiencing right now that's causing whatever that label is. Number 2. I learned this last year whenever I was struggling with, in the moment, I won't say lashing out, but reacting more than I wanted to. I heard about this acronym called STAR, composure, a way to develop composure in those stressful moments. So you have all, now we have STAR. STAR stands for smile. Believe it or not, that really does help. T is take a breath. A is to affirm. This wasn't in the original STAR, but it's something that helps me, is to affirm I am safe. To affirm that I have the resources to deal with this situation. To affirm myself some way that helps me in that moment. And then R is to relax whatever you feel tense. So the A of all, you are becoming aware of the sensations in your body. For me, my tension is typically right here in my gut. So it's take a deep breath and affirm myself, and then relax my belly, relax those muscles. And number 3, essential oils. There are several essential oils that are great for relaxation in the moment. And by in the moment, I mean within a few minutes, you will notice a difference. Lavender oil, different citrus oils will both lift as well as relax. So do some research on that. Number 4 and 5 both help in the moment, if you can do them, as well as doing them over time. Both of them will literally literally retrain your brain. There is a part of your brain that when you get stressed, grows. That means it's that much easier to get stressed later because that part of your brain has now grown. It's become more receptive and it is physically larger in your brain. For those of you that are geeks on this stuff, it's the amygdala. You can look it up and find out all about it. Meditation and exercise both will relieve stress in the moment. So if you're feeling stressed and you're like, I've got to get away from these people. I'm having dinner with family that's irritating me and I'm just like, I'm going to go for a little walk right now. That will actually relieve some of the stress hormones that are coursing through your body. Meditation will also calm the mind and the emotions in the moment. However, both of them will shrink the amygdala over time so that you are less susceptible to feeling stress in other situations. Number 6, avoid, alter, adapt. The 3 A's, these are foundational for dealing with stress. If you take any major stress management course, read any stress management literature, more in depth, you're going to come across this. I learned this from a psychologist who specializes in stress management. Avoid, alter, adapt. What can you do to avoid a situation? I'm just going to say, if your in-laws drive you nuts during the holidays, is there a way to avoid that? Maybe there is, maybe there's not. Is there a way to alter the situation? Also, anytime that you can adapt yourself to changing your mindset, reframing things, knowing that, if something was stressful, being able to say it's just for a few days, being able to focus on the good and, what is good about this. If someone is really getting on your nerves during the holidays, treat them like strangers. And it really does help. This past visit was drastically different because I was like, well, how would I respond to a stranger if they said that or did that? Oh, well, no big deal. Also, back to that meditation, because I have been meditating more and shrinking that amygdala and calming myself, my center, in those moments that normally would be very stressful, it was, no, I'm gonna take a deep breath and quickly get back to that calm state. It was amazing, the difference. Perhaps for you, it's not people, it's the things to do or the environment. What can you do to avoid, alter, or adapt if the situation is like my father? He does not like the clutter of Christmas decorations. So he has had to find a way to, since he can't really avoid that because others in the family do like to have all the decorations up, he's been able to find places in the house that are not decorated and he hangs out there, or things that he can do internally to adapt himself to that. Number 7 is make a list and check it twice. And that's not talking about gifts for other people. That is talking about service gifts for yourself, meaning what puts into your emotional tank that you can do on a daily basis. And I encourage you, during a season that might be very stressful, what is something you can do daily? And it can be something different every day, whether it's for 5 minutes or for an hour or 30 minutes. What puts into your emotional tank? Take time for you every day. And last, number 8 is taking time for others, and specifically gratitude. Thank you so much for being part of the Holiday Health Challenge. Next week, I'm going to be talking about overcoming obstacles, so I cannot wait for that session with you. Be sure in the Facebook group to put in your challenges that you have, and we'll talk about those. Put in the victories that you are experiencing, how your holidays are going. Thanks so much for being part of this group. And until next week, find your path and fulfill your potential.